to all you drockers out there, and welcome to the Cellar of Dread. Today I'm going to talk about an item that is singed with a bit of sadness because the creator of this design sadly passed away. Yes, it's King Carlos himself, Carlos Ezquerra's Lawgiver, the signature edition from Planet Replicas. So this is the box it comes in. Initially there was a limited edition run of 100, which was going to get a small signature card which would be signed by Carlos, but during all the preparation design stage by Planet Replicas, Carlos went into hospital and they were waiting for him to come out. He put pictures on Facebook saying he's done well in the operation, and then suddenly he passed away, and it just took the Dread world, if not the comics world, by complete shock, because we'd all just seen him put a picture up just saying, I'm okay, fantastic, you know what I mean, I'll be back, going to go to conventions and stuff, see the fans, and the next thing we find out, he's passed away. Because of that, there was a delay on this bit of merchandise, and Planet Replicas being the fantastic sort of house of merchandise, I would say, probably the best ones in the country for Dread stuff, on 2000 AD stuff. They also supplied an extra piece of a memento, which I will show you in a minute, because with the initial 100 of this, you were getting the signature card, which would have Carlos' signature on, obviously, but that was put on delay. There was talks, and then behind the scenes they came out with another piece of merchandise to add to these 100 Lawgivers, which again I'll show you after I've showed you all these bits, which was really touching, and it just showed you the calibre of the company and how much they thought of Carlos as well. So let's start off with the Lawgiver itself. Comes in this presentation box, got the front picture there, the Lawgiver design, the eagle, Justice Department eagle, Carlos' signature, birth date and his date of death, so it's 1947 to 2018. Then you have the unit number out of 100, so this is 001. You get some information about Planet Replicas 2000 AD, the logo is there, or the registered trademarks. You get the Lawgiver design of the eagle again there. And then on the back, you get from the streets of Mega City 1, Planet Replicas Limited present Judge Dredd's Lawgiver as designed by Carlos Ezquerra. Handmade in the UK by Planet Replicas Limited. So that's what you get it in. So there's the front, there's the back. If you go on my Cellar of Dread blog, there'll be pictures of these, or close-up pictures, so you can have a better look at them. So let's just put that there, and here is what I made earlier. That's a bit of Blue Peter reference for you there, and there it is. So there it is. So that's straight down the barrel. So the magazine doesn't come off like the Mark II that we've already got. The trigger doesn't work. It's all solid. You've got nice eagles on the side of the magazine there and there. You've also got a little eagle embossed in the pistol grip on both sides again. You've got your rangefinder sights at the back, and on this side you have Lawgiver Mark III, property of Justice Department, serial number, and then what they've done here is they put Carlos, but it's Carlos and the S is a 5, and a Ezquerra, and the end parts of the Ezquerra a 77, and then it's -3. Again, there'll be a close-up picture of that. I don't know if it'll pick it up on this. Let me just see if I can get it. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can get it there. So that's a beautiful little piece. Little things like that are what makes the fans really happy. It's just little sort of treats that when you look at the weapon, you think, oh, that's fantastic, that's really clever. So as you can see, it's quite nice. I'll put well, let me just say it. This was the first one off the line. I took it to the Wales Comic Con, and I got a picture of Carl Urban holding it. But sadly, Carl, I wanted him to hold it like that, with the Carlos Ezquerra Dread badge in this hand, because I was stood to the left of him with the Mark 1 Lawgiver. But sadly, he put it right like that, aimed to the camera, sort of like this angle from the waist. I think it was like that, so you couldn't actually tell which Lawgiver it was, unless you're a big fan. But he held it, and he actually said, that's a really nice piece of kit sort of thing, or words to that effect. I can't remember the exact term, but he was really impressed with it, which was nice. So yes, Judge Dredd himself has held this Lawgiver. So there's your Lawgiver, nice snub-nosed effect. So that's that. Then we go to the signature card. So Mega City 1, Justice Department, Carlos Ezquerra's Lawgiver, signature edition, again 001 of 100, and then there was the box for him to sign. So as you can see, that was the fantastic little card. That was the little part that we knew we were getting. Now, this is the piece that nobody knew about. On the Dredd groups and the 2000 AD groups, when the first people got this, nobody showed anybody, they just showed them the card and the weapon. And what I thought was good about that was everyone wanted everybody else to feel the same when they opened their box and found this inside and saw for the first time. Because everyone said the same thing, oh, it was a bit dusty when I opened mine, because obviously it was like you're opening it up, and I'll show you now as a close-up, and again, there's pictures on the blog. There we are, so you've got the Ezquerra badge, and then the writing below, which said, as you saw, in memory of Carlos Ezquerra, and it's his signature across 1947-2018. So there's not many companies in the world that will produce merchandise this quality and then put in something like this for nothing at all. Surprise for everybody. Dan, who runs Planet Replicas, said he was putting something in, didn't tell anyone where it was, and like I say, when people open their box, they were very happy. So there you are, and all of that was £85, and like I say, there's a limited edition run of 100, but there will be another 250 made of just the Lawgivers themselves. That will be as and when situations, so I'm sure you'll do it in batches and stuff. Just keep looking at Planet Replicas site, or look at all the Dredd 2080 groups, because people post up constantly about them. And a little bit of movie trivia for you here. If you've watched the trailer for Dredd, and obviously watched the film Dredd, there's a bit at the beginning where they show some riots, and at the top of the screen it says this information, whatever it says, was from Commando Forces. Well, that was a little piece put in for me by Alex Garland, and that badge will just show you why. There's a little bit of trivia there, just to make you all happy. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll try and dig something else out the cellar to talk about in a little bit. Bye for now.